In a previous episode, we talked about the Basque culture in the French city of Bayonne. We learned that the Euskaldunak were resilient and preserved their own culture despite the strong influences of neighboring Romanic civilizations. In this episode, we are going to visit the Spanish Basque cities of San Sebastian and Bilbao. Before we left for Spain, we had a preview of the trip we were about to go on. We climbed the Alme Lighthouse, all 248 steps, and we saw the different landscape of the French and Spain parts of Basque. Looking north and east, the French Basque country is flat, and the population is spread out. Looking south, we see the layers of the Pyrenees in Spain and the jagged coastline. To get to San Sebastian, which is only 30 miles from Biarritz, we first drove through a series of small French towns, such as Bidart and Saint-Jean-de-Luz. But as soon as we got into Spain, we were on a winding road right on the ridge of a mountain. To the left, we saw steep hillsides, sometimes with sheep on tender green pastures. To the right, we saw the deep blue Biscay Bay, all lined with big sharp rocks. From these pictures, you can really see the layers of the earth being pushed up by the moving tectonic plates to form the relatively young Pyrenees mountain range. Only 65 million years old, a spring chicken compared to the 285 million-year-old Rocky Mountains. We had the car window down, with the salty ocean breeze cooled by the mountains in our faces. The view was breathtaking, and Mia, the windsurf with our fingerboards, was epic. We can see from the jagged rocks lining the shore why it was difficult for any Navy forces to invade this region. There are no places to land a single ship. The only sizable beaches suitable to build a port nearby are in San Sebastian and Bilbao, which contributed to the prosperity of these cities. San Sebastian is the cultural center of the Spanish Basque region. It has beautiful beaches that attracts lots of summer vacationers nowadays. But back in the day, these regions allowed the successful development of the whaling industry. This huge vat from the Middle Ages was used for storing whale fat. In addition, the rich iron ores of the Pyrenees Mountains allowed advanced blacksmith trade to develop here at around the same time. We learned a lot about the history and importance of San Sebastian from the Telmo Museum. It was converted from a 16th century monastery. The building itself is quiet and thought-provoking, especially when the mist rolled in. Different sections of the museum were separated from each other, so it took us a while to realize just how big the museum was. We didn't even have time to see the art history section. But the history of the Basque region was thoroughly explained from the prehistoric era to modern days. We learned how the region, due to its metal industry and its geographic location, is highly desirable by all warring neighbors. The people of the region really had to play all sides to keep their own culture alive. The most recent example is how the Basques supplied both sides in World War II with high-quality steel. We feel in comparison to the one in Bayonne, this museum explained the Basque history more completely, within a bigger context of European history. San Sebastian is also the capital of Pintxos, tapas of the Basque country, and the main reason for my brother and me to visit. The number one rule of eating Pintxos is...
Don't just hork it down!
Too late.
There are lots of Pintxo bars in the cobblestone-paved Old Town. Every shop has their own varieties of Pintxos, so you need to order only 1 or 2 pieces from each bar. Have a drink, chat with friends and family, and eat the yum-yums, then move on to the next. I'm only 12 years old and I already appreciate bar hopping. Most of the Pintxos contain seafood and vinegary vegetables. My favorite was a piece of bread with a huge slice of delicious Spanish tortilla. For all those potato lovers, and you too, Deacon and Arlo, you have got to try it in Spain. In San Sebastian, we experienced the traditional cultures of the Basque country. In Bilbao, we immersed ourselves in modern art and architecture. Along the Nervion riverbank, there were statues depicting ladies that used to tugboats up the river before steam engines. We also noticed some of the buildings were curved in harmony with the curvature of the river and the surrounding hills. In fact, the famous Guggenheim Museum of Modern Art was designed with these curves in mind, and it's an incredible piece of artwork itself. The creator of the Guggenheim Museum, Frank Gehry, wanted it to fit in with its environment, but he used shiny titanium plates that made the museum look like a fish. Some say it looks like a ship. I liked most of the 3D arts, such as the Mama Spider, made by Louise Bourgeois, the Steel Balloon Tulips, made by Jeff Koons, and my favorite, the Monstrous Flower Puppy, also made by Jeff Koons. But he was sick, and he was at the vet for his biannual visit. But my mom's favorite exhibit was The Matter of Time, a sculpture that you must experience by submerging yourself in it. It consists of 6 humongous structures made from Basque steel. There are 2 tones of color depending on the type of steel, and shadows change depending on the natural lighting. When inside, we whispered gently, and the echoes of the structure was amazing.
This place has a whole lot of reverberation. Woo.
But the craziest part is that it's not connected to the floor. The carefully balanced weight and designed curves in the steel keep it freestanding. Better not lean on those. Caution, my grandma, who gets dizzy easily, couldn't even go into some of them. My least favorite exhibits are the modern paintings, such as the brown schmear, the white scribbles, and the black canvas with 1 white splotch. Can somebody explain modern art to me, please? In 2 days, we admired the natural beauty of the Pyrenees, tasted culinary delights, learned Basque history, and even enjoyed modern art. The best part of all, we got to share all this experience with our grandma on her birthday.